Hey guys, it's Amanda. So today I wanted to talk to you about foundation. I have been using a newer foundation to me for the last maybe 2 months, so I feel like I've used it long enough to give you guys a pretty honest review of it. My typical foundation that I lean towards is the NARS Sheer Glow. I really like the coverage that it gives. It gives a really good full coverage foundation, but it's a very light formula. It does not feel heavy on your face. It doesn't feel like you have a lot on, but I do believe it's in like the $40 price range, so it's not for everybody. I recently, if you guys have watched my videos, you know that forever and a day I was a lover of high-end makeup, and I still am. But I've been venturing into some of the drugstore options and have been pleasantly surprised lately with some of the products that I've purchased. So, that being said, one of the products I decided to try out is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup. And there it is. Mine is number 1. It's Classic Ivory. Number 10, sorry. I was looking at it backwards in the camera. Anyway, this has an SPF of 20. The Neutrogena makeup basically says that it's healthy for your skin because they don't put a lot of extras in it, and they try to keep it pretty, balanced for your skin. And it has been said, I actually found this out after I purchased it, but it has been said that this is a good dupe for NARS Sheer Glow. And if you see this, isn't that the funniest thing? I can't get the top back on straight. It is never closed the same as the day I bought it. Anyway, my color in this is light number 2, Mont Blanc Sheer Glow. And like I said, the number I have here is number 10, which is Classic Ivory, and I do think it's a pretty decent dupe. It's not exactly the same. I don't want to tell you that, and I'm going to try to, let me see if I can show you a swatch or two. I think that the Sheer Glow is maybe, I want to say even thinner. Well, no. I would say that the Neutrogena is a thinner formula than the Sheer Glow, but not by a lot. They're pretty close. And if you look, here are the swatches to show you. They're not exactly the same color. I mean, the Mont Blanc that I have maybe has a little more pink to it, a little more orangey, but you can see that they both work very well with my skin tone. They're both kind of on the runny side, not really the thick side, and I'm going to try to blend them out. And then maybe you can see, sorry if you can see my swatch underneath, I was swatching something earlier, how they cover. Now, I use them interchangeably. One day we'll decide to use the Neutrogena, one day I will decide to use the NARS. For the most part, I've been using the Neutrogena a lot. I feel like it blends really well, it covers really well. The NARS Sheer Glow does cover just a tad better. So what I do actually a lot is I will use the Neutrogena all over, and I dot it on my face, and then I have been using my new Sigma brush. Actually, I have 2 of them. I have the flat top 2, and I've been using that a ton. This one is the F85, and the flat top is the F82. And I love these. I love these. I'll give you a little update here on my Sigma brushes in just a second, but these work so well. They're super soft. They buff into the skin like a dream, and so I love them. I even love the weight of them. They're a little bit weighty on the end, and I love it. It's just, for control, it's really nice. So anyway, I dot it on my face, and then I will buff it in with my Sigma brushes, and then sometimes if I have an extra blemish or something like that, that the Neutrogena is just not covering quite enough, I will go back with the NARS Sheer Glow and add just a really thin layer, usually it's down here, and buff that one on. Because this one, I feel like the coverage of the Sheer Glow is better than what you're getting from the Neutrogena. Now that being said, like I said, I don't like heavy foundations, and in fact for me there are many times where I just reach for my Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. And again, sometimes I will use this, and if I have a bigger blemish or a red spot or something, I will just dab on my NARS Sheer Glow or something like that over top of it. If it's still real bad, then I have to kind of hit it with concealer too, but most of the times that will take care of it. So this is the kind of formula that I prefer, where it's really, really thin, it looks like skin, but it still covers and evens you out really well. So that being said, if you're looking for a drugstore foundation, this is probably the only one I've tested out recently, but I definitely recommend picking it up. It's a really nice formula. I think it comes in a few different colors. It may be, I mean, it obviously is not going to have the color range that the Sheer Glow has, but you may be able to find one that works for you, and if you do, take it home. I mean, if you find a coupon or something, you're probably going to get this for like $6, $7, $8, something like that, whereas this one's $40. So if you've wanted to try the Sheer Glow, try this one out first, and if you find that you like the formula, you like the coverage, and maybe even a little bit more coverage you would get with this, but you like this foundation, then you definitely will like this foundation as well. I don't think I will stop buying my NARS Sheer Glow. I do still really love this foundation, but I do like using them together to maybe make this one last a little bit longer. This I do, like I said, the majority of my face, and occasionally I'll go back in with this. If I think that I'm going to need a face of makeup that is going to have to last and last and last, I'll go with my NARS Sheer Glow. The Neutrogena lasts pretty well, but I do find that this one lasts longer, and even if it's like, you know, a wedding or something like that, I might even top it off with a little bit of Estee Lauder Double Wear just to make sure everything stays where it's supposed to be. I recently bought, like I said, these two, I think they're Sigmax brushes. They are the synthetic brushes, and I'm really loving these for foundation. And then I also bought this eye brush, which is a small tapered blending brush, the E45, and I'm loving it. Loving it. I really like, now that I say that I have a hair on it, I really like the tapered end, if you see right here, to go ahead and get right in the crease here and bring it. It's fabulous. It blends really well at the same time. I really like this. I definitely do not regret any of the brushes that I've picked up from them recently, and of course now that I love them, I'm thinking about getting even more. A really small pointed eyeliner brush, and I find that it works really well for my liquid eyeliners or my gel eyeliners that I've been using, to go ahead and get a really concentrated line and have a lot of control, especially if you're going to wing out or anything like that. So if you've been looking for a great brush to use with this, I highly recommend this one. The other one that I use really pretty often, I actually have a couple of these because this is the travel version, is the Bobbi Brown. I'll show you how they compare. Mine's a little dirty. This is the Bobbi Brown travel version of the Ultrafine eyeliner brush. This is another fabulous brush for lining. And what I like about this is it's a little bit flat. So if you want a thicker line, you can lay it down like that, or if you want it thinner, you would go kind of like this. So this one is rounded all the way around and comes up to a tapered point, and this one's a little bit flat. Both of these brushes I highly recommend for a gel liner. I like them both equally as well. And so I have the full-size version of this, and I have a travel version. And then I wanted to try the Sigma one because I heard a lot of great things about it. So I think this would also be really good if you were going to work with an eyeshadow that you could wet or use Fix Plus with to make it into a liner too. So yeah, also really good for that probably. But I haven't tried that one out. So I'm enjoying my Sigma brushes, and I'm also enjoying my Neutrogena foundation. Yeah, so I guess that's about it for updates on a couple of the things that I've been trying out lately. I have loads more to tell you guys. I'm probably going to have to do a whole video on, I've really gotten into using the Balm Cosmetics. And I'll get into this because I'm going to have to do a whole collection video. I've picked up so much lately. I am really, really liking, this is just one of the eyeshadow palettes that I've been using a bunch. Really liking these products. The eyeshadows are great quality. I have a blush, I have a bronzer, I have a highlighter. I have a lipstick, which I'm actually wearing today. Yeah, I'm wearing that underneath a lip gloss. I have a lip gloss from them. So I'll do a collection video and talk about that a little more in depth, but for the most part, that's what I've been wearing a lot of lately. Yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.